evening to everyone, and welcome you all back to the sixth day of our short course on soft skills, emotional intelligence, and classroom management. Without further ado, we shall move into the sessions. Our first speaker for the day is Mr. Jagdev Singh Avtar Singh, Principal of the Taman Melwati Secondary School, Selangor, Malaysia. To know more about him, Dr. Ganeshan Shanmugavelu, Senior Lecturer, Institute of Teacher Education, Hippocampus, Malaysia, will give a brief introduction about him, and he will stay as the moderator for today's session. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Risha. Thank you very much. Good evening, India. I think it's 6:10, right? Malaysia already around 8:40 p.m. Okay, welcome to the sixth day, day six of 1 week international virtual short-term course on soft skills, emotional intelligence, and effective classroom management. Okay, today we will have two speakers. Okay, Mr. Jagdeep Singh and later Jaspal Kaur. All right. So the first speaker, my buddy, my classmate during undergraduate at University Science Malaysia Penang. Uh, After so long, never contact. We start to contact this year. So we are getting in touch. Okay, Mr. Jagdeep Singh, son of Avtar Singh, was born in Klang in the state of Selangor, Malaysia on 27 August 1968. Same age with me, and grew up in Mantin, Negeri Sembilan. His early education was at Sekolah Kebangsaan SK Pusat Mantin and SMK Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Secondary School Mantin before he continued his Form 6 studies or lessons at Sekolah Menengah Tunku Ampuan Dura Seremban, Tunku Ampuan Dura Secondary School in Seremban in the state of Negeri Sembilan, Malaysia. Later, he continued his studies at USM for bachelor's degree, University Science Malaysia Penang, from 1988 and 1992, where we enter USM in 1998. Including me, to obtain a Bachelor in Education degree. So in 2004, he successfully obtained a master's degree in educational technology at the University of Malaya. His teaching career began at Telimong Government High School in the state of Pahang from 1992-1997. From 1998 until 2015, he served again at Puchong Perdana High School in the state of Selangor, Malaysia, and was promoted as co-curriculum senior assistant in the same school in 2012 and onwards as senior assistant in another government school, Puchong Jaya B Secondary School from 2015-2017. All right. And he has been placed at Siaramas Government High School, SMK Siaramas, in Selangor, in the state of Selangor, as a principal on September 25th, 2017. Last year, 2020, his biggest achievement, promoted as an excellent principal. Here in Malaysia, we call it Pengetua Cemerlang, excellent, Cemerlang, excellent principal in 2020. And now he's serving at or promoted to a bigger school, same job, bigger school. The school is Taman Melawati Government High School with a number of 1,800 students and 127 teachers. Hopefully, in 2 or 3 years' time, Mr. Jagdeep will be promoted to another scale, super scale, under Ministry of Education Malaysia. So his research topic today is research and innovation in a Malaysian secondary school. Is it correct, Mr. Jagdeep?
Yes, right.
Okay,
Right.
research and innovation in a Malaysian secondary school, and he will explain or share with us his experience as a principal in a government secondary school in Malaysia. So over to you, Mr. Jagdeep. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, Mr. Ganeshan. Dr. Ganeshan.
Oh, thank you.
Let me just share my screen.
All right.
Give me a second.
Okay.
It's clear.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your intro, Dr. Ganeshan. Good evening, Dr. Bala. Good evening, everyone here in Malaysia as well as in India. I know it's in India, it's still evening, but here almost 8:30, almost going to be 9, right? Let me go straight on to my presentation. As you can see in the picture, that's my first school as a principal, SMK Sierra Mas, 4 years ago. Inspiring school. I did a lot of research with the teachers there. Right. This is my current school, right? SMK Taman Melawati, a bigger school, but it's nearer to my home. I've just been here. This is my second month at SMK Taman Melawati. Where the hell is SMK Taman Melawati and Sierra Mas? I think those from India will benefit from this map. This is India. You go through Bangladesh, Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, right? Bypass, and then you come to Malaysia. Malaysia is not in Singapore. Singapore is just one small island at the end of Malaysia. Malaysia is quite big, right? You got East Malaysia and West Malaysia, right? Now, where is Taman Melawati? SMK Taman Melawati as well as SMK Sierra Mas in Sungai Buloh, right? They are all at the edge, right? To make it bigger, right? You can see, right? This is Kuala Lumpur, right? The capital of Malaysia. And SMK Taman Melawati is just at the edge of Kuala Lumpur, right? I'm staying in Kuala Lumpur, Setapak, which is around 10 minutes drive to SMK Taman Melawati compared to SMK Sierra Mas, which will take me normally half an hour. Now, let me go to my topic, right? Research and Innovation in the Malaysian Secondary School. Now, I use PDCA, the Plan, Do, Check, Act cycle, which is rather popular, 4-step model for carrying out change, right? For planning, I did some SWOT analysis where the management had Google Meet discussion and we established subcommittees, right? And for Do, right, I use OPPM, right? One-page project management. And for checking, PLC, teachers peer, it's quite important. PLC is very popular here in Malaysia. And PBI, project-based learning, right? Online teaching, because of COVID-19, we got no choice, we got to use PDPR. And online resources material created by teachers for the students. I'll show you later how the teachers came up with many strategies, right, to overcome the shortcoming of PDPR. And once the teacher have done all this, the action, right, documentation, compilation into research and innovation, and we participate in seminar, right? So PDCA is a very popular 4-step act cycle, right? Now, after we did our proper planning, right, I realized the school need to increase, right, our teachers' quality, right, the human factor. So we came up with a school program check tools. As you can see here, all written in Malay. This one I take from our official standard document, right? And then we come up with a few strategies, right? So from the SWOT analysis, I came up with a spec, right? To school program check tool to really check on my school teachers' problem. Are they having any problem? Actually, not really problem. I realized most of my teachers were rather new, right? 30 of the teachers only achieve excellent, right, in our SKP MG2 standard, which is the evaluation, yearly evaluation, right? So almost 50% of teachers out of 83, almost more than 50% need some kind of intervention from the management, right? Because here we realize to improve the school, need to improve teachers, the quality of teachers, right? So the model project I use here, right, is to initiate some kind of change in the teachers, how they're going to do research, right? So I need to initiate and then plan, execute and monitor and controlling, and then close the project, or if there's any problem, unfinished product, right? And then we go back to the planning and execute again and get the data and present, right? For the initiative part, right, I need some justification. Teachers, in order for them to start, right, anything, we need to show them, okay, this is the justification we need. Because throughout my 4 years in SMK Sierra Mas, right, I realized it's very difficult to do evaluation for the excellent criteria for the teachers, right? When they want to go for higher posts, namely here in Malaysia, we call DG 48, 52, and 54, right? I was having some problem with them because I don't know how to evaluate, right? I'm showing here the skills, when the first day we were promoted, when we get our letter of to join the government service as a teacher, that's our salary, right? Roughly, if you see in Indian rupees, 100 rupees is around 100 ringgit is around 1,800, almost 2,000 rupees. So you can see here, the salary, starting salary for teachers is quite high in Malaysia. So we are talking about here, starting maybe around 45,000 rupees, the starting salary, right? And the yearly increment, right? And I found a problem end of a year, right? When the teachers want to come and see me and ask me to do evaluation for them to get into higher grade. The teachers have a lot of achievement at the school level, as well as some other maybe district, maybe another few at the state level, but then very few, almost none, at the national and international level. So, yeah, teachers, normal human, right? Not with the PDPR and everything, they're quite busy, quite difficult for them to participate, go and play hockey or involve, right? At an international or national level. So I need to come up with a strategy so that I don't have to resort like what other school principals are doing. I need to share it with all the Dr. Ganeshan as well as Prof. Bala if he join. There's no one real standardized formula for the school principal to evaluate our teachers when they go for the higher grades. Example for DG 48, 54, 52, right? And then 54. So it's a trial and error. Every school principal got their own style. Like some of my friends in Gombak, they ask the teachers to present what they achieved in the past 3 years, right? Do some PowerPoint and do some presentation. Some other principal come up with a folio, right? Ask them to do in a booklet form what they have done, right? For the past 3 years so that they can get a higher grade, right? To justify the justification to get a higher grade. And some even tell us or request their teachers to come up with a PowerPoint presentation. And as I think it's quite burdening for them. They have to prepare the student for the exams, right? SPM exams and so on. And then ask them to come up with a 80 pages, 80 slide of PowerPoint, 60 slide of PowerPoint for the past 3 years. So I think the best way for them to have some international or national level exposure, right? So they can, easier for their bosses to evaluate them is by becoming a research teacher, right? Do some research and take part in international seminar, right? And continuing from PLC, I realized, right, from PLC, right? In my school, I saw my teachers, they were very actively involved, helping each other, yeah? They were documenting their daily work, but there was no recognition, right? Various innovations were shown, right? There was no record or recognition given to them. So I need to empower my teachers to start a research team. And normally, if you ask the teachers to do alone a research of an innovation, right, or presentation, it's quite difficult. You need to put them in a group, 3, 4 of them, right, and do take their PLC to a higher level, right. The professional learning community, PLC, right, from the school can start from a simple idea, how to overcome some problem in the classroom, a simple innovation, and with that, right, they can go on further. Let me just share with you all the innovation that my teacher did at SMK Sierra Mas. Yeah, this is our website, right, our blog, our Google site. From here, you can see they did many things, right? A lot of amazing things. If I just look at let me just pick one. This is the management, curriculum, teaching, right? HAM, co-curriculum. Let me just pick on curriculum. Curriculum is the academic part, right? As you can see, everything is there online. So even this was one of the innovation that I managed to persuade my teachers, come up with a team, and we presented at national level, international level, and we won a gold medal for it, right? I think this one you won a silver. Google Classroom. I think it'd be quite difficult for me to log into the Google Classroom because I'm in a new school, so I've been taken off from their Google Classroom. So I can't really share lots of things from there. Let's move on to the student affair, right? A lot of innovation, a lot of ideas teacher came up with. So I tell them, why don't we present it at the international level, right? Example, adu terus, right? Easier for the teacher to put on their any complaints against student discipline, how to overcome the student discipline problem, co-curricular activities, right? And this one won a gold medal, right? Puan Asma, I hope she's watching, right? She presented and won a gold medal for this innovation, right? This a simple Google site, but it's not so simple. You look at in detail, right? Example, hopefully it works. I haven't been taken up for this, right? All the information of the school teachers, the societies for the students, the activities is all in this one simple blog site. It's easier for the teacher to plan an activity, and at the same time, we can easily put up the result, right? Can do the simple report as you can see, right? Example, the Padlet, right? All the activities are here. So when I saw all this, I said, why do we just keep it to ourselves? Why don't we share with other schools? Why don't we present at the higher level, at the national, international level, right? Just a bit of it, right? And this one we did our virtual run for the report of the run. Going back to my presentation, hope I haven't lost it. Okay, when we have so many, even in the new school, right, I realized they have a very good blog site. Just continue here, let me just share. My e-Melawati is something similar to my SMK Seramas, right? A lot of things are there. And this for me is an innovation, right? Because I don't think many schools are doing this, right? And it's a one-stop blog site or website where all the information is at the end, at our fingertips, and we can use it. For example, our MOTI, our timetable, digital learning, right? Students portal to give students the activities, lessons, co-curricular activities. So I was amazed with all this. So why don't we, like I told my teachers, why don't we just take this to a higher level? So earlier was quite, I knew it was not easy to, this is the Padlet, to influence the teachers, right? But when I see all these amazing innovation, amazing ideas, right, the teachers has, for example, they use YouTube, PowerPoint, TikTok videos, right, Blend Space, Canva, Prezi, and with links to all different kind of websites, right? And they come up with so many different type of innovation. Why not we come up with a journal? So that was my idea back in 2020. So I told my teachers, let's start a journal. Let's have a journal at the school level. Let's everyone have at least one action research and innovation or a research. Now, what triggered the research in the school? Right? This is what I want to share. Right? The PLC, as you can see here. Let me see the next slide. Yes. Right? When I came to the school in 2008, there were only 9 PLCs. Right? Peer learning community, only 9 reports, 9 activities. 2019, you managed to have 14, but whereas in 2020, you can see a big jump, 148, and last year, 170. Right? I mean, for this year, 2020, and it's counting. I'm sure by now it's increased maybe up to 200. So I told my teacher, you have so many innovations, so many ideas, so many activities. Why don't we just take this, compile them, do some documentation, and make it into a research? and then we do some presentation at an international level. I'll start with maybe district level, right? These are the evidence of all the activity the teachers did, right? So to buy in the students, the teachers trust in you, right? I need to become like a sort of an inspirational reader, right? I must be able to walk my talk, right? So right? I started writing, and that's when I met Dr. Ganeshan. He's the one that gave me the idea that as a school principal, you must do research, right? I started with a simple. After I got awarded my excellent principal in 2020, I started with the district level, right? I did a few research with my teachers. You can see that number 2, 3, and 4 district level. At the same time, I started writing actively in the school blog in our Google Classroom, right? The title from the principal, right? Or dari meja pengetua, right? And with this, I went on to the next stage, right? This one our journal that was published in our district level, right? Touch the Heart program. And this one, this is the second one, district level as well, back in 2020, right? Program 2M1K, right? This one I roped in another teacher, Puan Mas Ayu. Another one with my special need teachers, right? For the autism students, right? We did a research and we compare and we decided to put it in the district level. And all this innovation, right, had some kind of impact, improved my school performance. For example, the first one, right, impact of the teacher research on SMK Sierra Mas. The students' attendance increased in 3 years, right? When I was promoted in, or rather sent to SMK Sierra Mas in 2017, example, the student attendance was only 78, increased to 86%, and back in 2019 went up to as high as 90.26, almost reaching the KPI for the country, which is 92, 95, right? And even during pandemic, right, during the PDPR, we still managed to maintain at 82, almost 90%, right? What about impact in the school's academic level? Again, right, you can see here 2016, the SPM passing rate was 75, but when I was sent to the school, it was towards the end of the year, September, October, so there was nothing much I could do, right? You can see 62% passing rate, and the GPS, right, is on 6.15. The smaller GPS is better the number, right? And straight away you can see the following year, 2018, we improved a lot, right? A big jump from 62 to 73, and we keep on improving. 73, again 73, and this number becomes smaller, GPS. And during the pandemic last year, again, a higher jump to 78. I'm sure by this 2021 and beyond, the school will keep on improving and get better result in the public exam. What about impact on the teachers and school? Right? Let me start by myself. When I started writing, I started with a district level, right, in a district journal. But now I'm writing and presenting at international, national level, right? So I can see some changes in myself. I want this to benefit my teachers, right? Great leader produce leader as well, better leader, right? It doesn't just stop at him. You shouldn't stop at one person. You shouldn't stop at the principal, right? So I share with my teachers all my innovation. Every time I share with them on the WhatsApp and Telegram, whenever I'm presenting at the national level, international level, right? I think it somehow managed to influence my teachers, managed to get them to support me, and managed to encourage them, right? And they are motivated to join me as well, right? Yeah, this one during one of the, I think this is for this year, yeah, 21 to 22nd September 2021, right? This is our innovation that won. I think this was the silver medal, right? Some won gold, some silver, and this one best presenter, right? We had to share this, and this one was at the national seminar, right? Hosted by IAB, right? With the team of Noraini and Asma, right? This is our team. We won the best presenter award. This is another team. So sometimes all we need to do is get the teachers together, form a group, and we join them. Don't just let them tell them, okay, a few of you form a group, do your own research. No, we try to join them as well, right? Make a team, join them, and The result, right, we get more uh, innovation and more teachers interested to do research because their boss is supporting them, right? Here, 3 of the certificate achieved from only for this year, 2021, right? So I myself, as a school principal, I make sure I get actively involved in all this research, in seminars, international innovation competition, right? For the do part, right? Teachers are given a guidance and support to research. Uh, I give them sample, I give them what the criteria, how to do the intro, how to write the abstract, right? What kind of font to use. All this I think is quite important, right? We thought this guidance be quite difficult for them. They got the idea. Roughly, they have some innovation. They know what to write, but they just don't know how to put pen to paper, or rather their hands on the laptop to just type. Right? Once I have done the first part is taken care, come the difficult part, the second one, to collect the articles and feedback, and then to redo again. Right? Sometimes some teachers, they feel demotivated when I tell them, oh, your abstract is not so good. Maybe there is some changes, right? Maybe need to go back and look back at your data collection, right? Maybe you change your topic, because I think this topic is a bit like very simple topic and so on. Try to get something that have impact to the school. They feel disheartened, right? So need to do a lot of coaching and mentoring, right? This is a difficult part, but I think I did manage to do it quite well in the school, because at the end, I'm going to show you after this, managed to get all my teachers to come up with one article, one research, or one innovation, and we are at the brink of coming up with our journal for the school level. District level, we done already, right? I'm really trying hard, right, to get our journal Sierra, we call it, published by end of this year, right? The third part, right, once they have come up with their articles, their research, for seminars and so on, I want them to go take part in international seminars, in competition. Nothing beats the feeling, Dr. Ganeshan and friends, when I see my teacher's name or the pictures they are presenting, right? I feel so proud, right? As though I am there presenting myself, right? So like Encik Shamil, Puan Asma, they presented recently. Right? I'm so proud to see them. Although I was having, I think, AGM, our PTA AGM, right? Annual general meeting, I still somehow on my phone and try to listen to their presentation. And when I came back home, I watched it on TV again. I was so impressed to see my teachers, right, performing so well. The people who were not so confident, not sure whether they can present, whether they are supposed to even do a research, because that's not their job. Some of the teachers can come back to me and say, sir, we are supposed to just teach the class, right? Mark the books, make sure the school result is good, do some some school level project. Why are you telling us to do research? Why are you asking us to do innovation? Why do we need to take part? Do we have to take part at international level? Must we take part? Right? So when they achieve this, when they manage to go to national, international level, the article is selected, right? I'm sure they are very proud. They are so happy. Right? They want to share it with everyone. Right? And actually, the third part is quite difficult, right? To encourage them to go. So what I did, a few of them, their papers, I just copy the abstract and send it for the seminars. Once accepted for the competition, for the innovation competition, or for the seminars, then I share with them. I say, congratulations, your article has been chosen. Prepare your full paper, and you're going to do some presentation at international level. Normally, the teachers will be shocked or they'll be sad because they will more work, but they were excited, right? They were so happy. They say, really, sir, my article is chosen to be presented at national, international level. I'm going to get a gold medal and so on. People are going to look at my picture online. Right? They are so proud, so happy, right? And that's the way it should go. That's the way it should be, right? For monitoring and control, I use a Gantt chart, right, for the journal, right, for our Sierra Mas journal 2021, right? From the beginning, from January, February. January was the first introduction to the teachers. What is the journal writing? How to write, right? Somewhere in March, we did again, right? We did a proper workshop, right? Introduce them on do action research, how to come up with innovation. what's the format, the flow, what is supposed to do, and give them a lot of sample examples, either through WhatsApp, Telegram, online as well, right? And somewhere in May, they're supposed to submit the abstract, but somewhere in May, again this year, school were closed, right? So this process was delayed a bit, and somehow the teachers managed to submit the abstract by end of August, right? We are in the process of collecting all the full article now, right? Doing the editing, and we plan to hopefully somewhere end of this year, somewhere now November next month or December, we can finally have a proper school level journal, right? I think I'm getting quite a lot of good positive feedback from my teachers. Right? This is the Google Meet, right? The evidence that we did, I presented to my teachers as well. And make sure my MLT, my middle leader team, presented their part as well, introduce, get involved, how to write a journal, introduce the idea, right, to the teachers. Alone is not enough. We need to make sure, get the whole team, whole management team must be together to do the proper research team, right? To get the teachers on your side, you need to take care of your middle leader team. MLT is very important, right? Here in Malaysia, I'm not sure about in India, right? In Malaysia, as a school principal, we are supported by a management team. We got senior assistants, example in Siaramas as well as currently in Melawati. I have 6 G6, we call them, group of 6. That means me principal, I've been supported by 5 senior assistants, and then we also have a subject specialist, right? Guru Kana Mata Pelajaran, seniors, subject leaders, right? 4 of them. So altogether, we have 10 MLT, middle leader teams, right? I heard from some of other international seminars, I'm not sure about India, some other countries, right? Even in US, they have like 2 or only 3 senior assistants to help them, to help the principal, right? Over here, we got a very good team. So I think in that way, we are lucky, right? In Malaysia, it'll be quite difficult for the principal to run the whole thing by himself. And as a result, now you can see the research, number of research we managed to publish in the school level. 2018, there were only one by the school principal and another by the school teachers, right? The red color is a number of article or research or action, research or innovation written by teachers, right? In 2019, I started, right, in preparation for my Pengetua Cemerlang for excellent principal evaluation. So I wrote 2, and somehow I managed to get some of my teachers to write, and they managed to come up with 6 articles, and I think we presented at the district level only 1, right? 2 of mine were also not published, right? But I managed to come up with the articles and presented at district level. 2020 was, you can see a big jump, right? Not so big, so right, from 2 went to 3. At least it's a positive movement, and the teacher from 6 became 7. But last year and this year, 2020, because I planned very much early, as you can see, right, I myself, I produced 9 articles, 9 research, or 9 innovation, either one of them or mixture of them, right? 9 by myself as to motivate my teachers, right? Principal lead by example. My teachers, 36, right? They came up with 36 articles I show to you right now. I share with you, right? These are the articles, the teams of teachers and the research title, right? You can see E Secara Aktif, E Adu Terus, Mesyuarat Agung PIBG. This one won a gold medal and 1 silver, right? Online PTA meeting, right? Because of the problem with the COVID-19, we can't have the PTA meeting face-to-face, so we had to do it online, right? And the attendance was very good. At SMK Siramas, somewhere in March, the attendance were almost touching 400 plus parents attended the meeting, right? Compared to face-to-face, we could hardly get 200. But recently we did in a bigger school here in Melawati, 200 plus online, and in YouTube, I think another 50, so almost 300, right? Monosiara Police also won some awards, right? Some gold medals. E Temuduga, just share, right? So as you can see in the bracket are name of the researchers, the teachers, and sometimes there's one single example, number 18, Wanita, right? But at times, like number 13, there are 3 teachers. Some as you look at number 21, times memory, right? teknik booklet untuk mengingati fakta. It means in Malay, in English, right? Time memory, booklet technique for remembering facts, right? You can see Halija, Nur Hafiza, Nur Fadila, Zarina, and Farid. There's more than 5, right? 1, 2, 3, exactly 5 teachers, right? So some only 2, 3. So I say, I leave it to you, right? You go and find your team, right? You find teachers who are interested, right? Total 36 articles, 36 research papers that my teachers came up, and we are in the finalizing process to come up with a journal. So now I'm almost coming to the end of my presentation. So what is next, right? We already have 36 articles at the school level. Of course, my aim here is to edit and publish a journal, a school level journal with a proper ISDN number. ISDN number is you need to apply from our national library to get a reference number. That means a journal is recognized, right? The next step for me, the next big step is exposure for my teachers to the national and international level, right? For example, I invite a lot of them here. I think some of them have joined. I'm not sure how many have joined, right? From both school. I can see some name here. Good leader, very motivated. Thank you, right? Now, once they have joined, they are exposed to national, international level. They can see, right? If the school principal can do it, why can't they? I have English teachers. I'm sure that they have better command of a language. They can present at international level, right? And they have so many ideas, so many brilliant innovation strategies. So why can't they present international level? Once they have done this, we go back to the second slide I showed earlier, or was it the third slide? It will make the job much easier for me as a school head, school principal, to evaluate my teachers for their yearly promotion. Right? When in 3 years, in 4 years, when they come for evaluation to become an expert teacher, to become excellent teacher, right? Or to just go to a higher grade. For example, DG 48 is now, or DG 52 and 54. I just look at this article. They don't have to do 60 pages of PowerPoint presentation because I know you. You already presented at national, international level. You have all the criteria to be for your next big salary jump, right? And after that, I plan to start now. Start teacher investigators at SMK Taman Mati. Syaramas done and dusted. Malawati, you are next. Right? I just shared with you. Yeah, this is the evidence. Yeah, Inocom made conference. Right? Inocom 8 conference. Right? This one. We are at number 1. IP023. Kaedah Monosera Police. Right? We won a bronze medal. Silver and bronze here. Number 18. Right? This from my school teachers team. E-Sierra Active. We won a silver medal. Right? This recently, out of 253 entries, right? SMK Syaramas has 2 representatives, right? I think it's a big achievement, right? Out of 253 entries for this competition, right? It is national level. 2 of those chosen, the final 23, right, came from Syaramas. 2 out of 23. I think it's a very big achievement, and I'm so proud here to share Anugerah Inovasi Penyidikan. This team, this presentation by Muhammad Syamil Muhammad Syamil bin Muhammad Noor from my PPKI, they mean special need teachers, right? He won a not silver medal, Sagu Hati, right? I think it's amazing. They won 500 ringgit. Right? 500 ringgit in Indian rupees will be 100 years now was so much. Almost 2,000. So 2 times 5, right? 10,000 rupees. They won 10,000 rupees, right? With this article, with this innovation. And I was so proud. I cannot share with you my feeling when looking at my teachers, right? In Shamil, who was a bit, he's a hardworking, very innovative, a lot of ideas. He bring a lot of, with his networking, a lot of support for the school, right? But he was a bit shy, not very confident when going online to give a speech and so on. But when he presented, brilliant. Couldn't find a single fault, right? Well done, Shamil. I hope you are online to listen to this. And Puan Asma, another teacher from my SMK Syaramas, also she won 500 ringgit, right? Anugerah Inovasi Penyidikan, right? Again, finalists, top 23 in the whole country, right? Very good achievement. Congratulations, Puan Asma. You make me proud. I hope you are online as well to listen to my presentation today. right? Inoko made some silver as well. Actually, both the Puan Asma team and Encik Shamil team won gold medal as well in another competition. Was it Serai, right? Here, I think ours was, yes, this is currently. I have moved on to a new school, right? SMK Taman Melawati, and I told them I want an innovation project, right? Although I was just in the school less than 2-3 weeks, I told them I got my school counselor. I said, you have done so many. The school counseling team is amazing, right? They came up with so many innovation. I can see they are so active in the school. I said, why don't you just present, come up with something you have done this year? Let's write an article. I'll join your team. I'll be a member of your team. Let's present at national level, international level. Within a short period of time of less than 2 weeks, I think 1 week due for this international conference, they came up with a number 33, right? Innovation idea, telephone kasih. This is where they come up with some idea to give, to help the poor students with a phone so that they can continue their online learning. And they won a silver medal for this. Congratulations, Unit Bimbingan Counseling SMK Seramas. So conclusion, the teachers can and should be encouraged to be researchers because they can, right? What can they do? They can easily and smoothly implement innovation in their educational background, right? And the knowledge gained by applying innovation. Right? The students and parents, in my heart, right? I think they need to know the teachers are amazing, right? And they can only do this by having joint international conference such as today, right? And present their findings. I want them to know, the students and parents must know, right? The teachers are great leaders, right? So to end my presentation today, let me end it by saying a good leader will produce more leaders, and some are even better, right? Supposed to be even better than me. And I think I've done that at SMK Seramas. I can see a leader in Encik Syamil. I can see a leader in Puan Asma. SMK Taman Melawati, who are next. With that, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jagdeep. Excellent, excellent. My buddy, I'm so proud of you, bro. My classmate, first degree at USM. And what we can see here through his presentation on the topic research and innovation in a Malaysian secondary school, all his achievement as a principal in the secondary school. And the best thing is they have done a lot of innovation, plus research, plus one more important thing is they're coming up with a journal at school level first. That is very excellent, in fact, because for school teachers, we can see they hardly write, okay? They hardly write and publish papers, especially in Malaysia. We are not very sure in India, but in Malaysia, teachers hardly write and publish papers in journal. So what Mr. Jagdeep did was, he already come up with a journal. And as you said just now, Jagdeep, it's a good idea to get the ISBN number from the National Library of Malaysia. And please make sure that you get the ISBN number so that the journal will be valid and can be sent to all university libraries once you already publish the journal, okay? So before I discuss further on this, is there any question from the participants?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Myself, Samanaik, sir.
Yes, Mr. Samanaik. Okay, you can proceed the question. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. I'm really happy for this, sir, for your presentation. I'm really happy because of research point of view for the publication, for the ISBN and ISN. For this APA score in the implementation, this is not there for the AP state government, sir. For the State Council of Higher Education, that is the problem. But what can be used about the journals in the ISBN is not accepted about the interviews. Oh, the interview book also not accepted, only accepted for the peer-reviewed journals. That is my question, sir. In Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education system.
Okay, thank you for your question. I think if I get it right, our Malaysia level, local level, our journal is accepted if you got the ISBN number. But yeah, yes, I think you are right. International level, they are not accepted. So let me start by having a journal at the national level first, and then we go international level.
Okay, I can add in on Mr. Samanaik as what Mr. Jagdeep is telling. in Malaysia, we start off with the ISBN number at Malaysian level, local level. So for school level, I think it's very big achievement. In fact, to start with the journal, the write-up by the teachers, publish a journal at school level, and which can be shared throughout Malaysia to all schools, or if not, to all the public libraries or university libraries. Later, once you want to publish an international journal, that is different story. And I have an idea for you, Mr. Jagdeep. Your teachers now can start to publish an international journal, and we already Lavender Literary Club, India. We already started off with Lavender International Journal of Language, Social Science, Humanities, and Education. So they can send the papers to this journal. Okay, this journal, which is free for publication, they can start off with this. It's not indexed yet, but to go international, we begin somewhere first. Not for Scopus or ISI. We begin somewhere so that the teachers get exposure. It's good the teachers to get exposure. It's not easy, in fact. It's not easy. Okay. So any other question from the floor?
Sir, myself small doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Sir. For this, I'm working as for the BGT English teacher for the Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti. For the publication point of view, there is no facility about the publication wing. For this, if any for this development point of view or student capability about my teaching on English language, how can take the step for this publishing point of view, sir?
You mean the students, is it? To publish?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You mean postgraduate students?
Yes. No, for this intermediate 11th class, sir. 11th and 12th class.
Oh, okay. Now, actually, Mr. Jagdeep was sharing his teachers, his school teachers who do research, who do writing and publish. For school students, of course, it's a big achievement if they start to publish. Anyway, for us as lecturers, academicians, what I would like to say, because in the previous conference we had last month, right, publication in high impact journal, we as academicians must try to get involved in publication, like Prof. Bala used to say, publish or perish. Okay, that is what. So at school level, I don't know how about in India, whether the school teachers might have involved to publish their papers in journals and so on, do research and so on. And other than that, innovation is very important in school to develop whatever we done in the teaching and learning process. And one more, like Mr. Jagdeep said, documentation is important. Rather than we keep it, we have to document it so that other people will read, other teachers, other students, nationwide, international wide. Okay, knowledge must be shared. It's not just kept like that in the vacuum without expanding, right? So it's very important. So actually, other than that, okay, before because we got another session, never mind, we got another 5 minutes. Any other question? Any other question from the floor? From other participants?
I saw Mr. Nadarajan here.
Mr. Nadarajan here, our classmate from University Science Malaysia, our buddy. Any other question from the floor? From the participant? Okay, what we can see here from the presentation is now the first part, plan, do, check, action. That is most important in the leadership qualities, right? You plan, you do, you check, and then there must have an action. And then, as Mr. Jagdeep said, he had already won few awards, innovation, and the latest one was Innocom, right, Mr. Jagdeep?
The latest one was SPKP. SP, the national level. Innocom was an international, correct?
Yeah, on the 18th October, just finished. Yes. You got silver, and my group also got double gold medal.
I saw the moral, right?
Yeah, moral, yeah. Double gold medal in the innovation competition. And one more thing, Mr. Jagdeep, okay, you were telling about the teachers' participation, teamwork, and so on. Okay, when you start off these projects, whatever project with new ideas and so on, how about the response from the teachers itself from in the early part? Because maybe there must have obstacles, okay, barriers in the teacher's part, or maybe they are not interested, but you manage to make them be together in the team to achieve something for the school. It's not for us, actually, it's for the school. Okay, how you manage to persuade them, in fact, to get together and get involved. I think you can share with our Indian participants. Maybe they can apply this in India. Maybe if they are the lecturer or school teacher. Yes, Mr. Jagdeep.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Ganeshan. I think to win over the teachers, first of all, we must take care of the teachers. I remember Prof. Dr. Bala's session yesterday. He said sometimes we tend to forget our teachers.
The human touch. He was talking about human touch.
Yes, about human touch. We keep forgetting about teachers. Right? As teachers, we are as school leaders, right, and teachers as well. We sometimes put too much of emphasis, right? We try to think about the students' welfare, the parents' views. But what about teachers? Does anybody think about their welfare, their shortcoming, their difficulties, the problem they are having, they are going through? You take care of the teachers' welfare. That means you just don't just touch the heart of the students, touch the heart of teachers. Right? You take care of teachers, number one, right? And the teachers will follow you. They will come with you. And of course, you must walk your talk, right? You cannot just sit down in your office up there and just tell the teacher, okay, 3 of you, I want 20 presentation paper, I want 10 research papers. You must go down there, see them. You must get an idea that they're doing something good. Tell them, congratulations, well done. Right? Don't be stingy like Prof. Bala said yesterday, the human touch. Give them a certificate. I'm in the process of coming up with ideas how to give my teachers more certificate. A certificate only costs 1 ringgit, 1 ringgit 20 cents, or 1 ringgit 50 cents. We are keeping all in the cupboard. I saw in the Taman Melawati. Oh, many certificate. They need to take this out, put the teacher's name, right? Give them out. We are just busy taking care of the students, but we forgot about the teachers, right? So I want to go back to the basic, take care of teachers as well, right? Win their heart. And at the same time, you do your presentation, do something as well. You be the leader who walk the talk, right? Be the inspirational leader.
Lead by example, right?
Correct. That's the word.
Kepimpinan melalui tauladan in Malay. That's what we're talking. And then there are many leadership styles that we can apply, as we know as leaders. So we try to apply whichever leadership style is relevant at that school, because not all schools are same, not all teachers are same. So it's how we tackle humanistic value is very important. Win their heart, then the school will progress well. Okay, that is the important part. And I can see, Mr. Jagdeep, we have done a lot in your previous school when you talked to me at the Saramas Secondary School.
Correct.
Where you were awarded excellent principal last year. Correct. And I think you will be doing more in this school, Melawati, for sure, I think, because it's a bigger school and the achievement will be there. And for the participants in India, because most of the secondary schools are multiracial in Malaysia. We have Chinese students, Malay students, Indian students, of course, Punjabi students, and also the teachers are also multiracial. And it's not easy to win their heart, okay? Everybody have their own mindset. It's not easy,
Honesty.
Whatever it is, as a leader, we can try to overcome this by practicing a good leadership value, okay? So any other question? We have some more 1 or 2 minutes before we go for the next participant. Any other question? Or anything to share from India, participants from India?
Or maybe they would like to know about the salary scale in Malaysia.
Oh, salary scale is very high actually, right?
Actually,
was telling.
Nada Rajan, thank you.
Mr. Nada already commented there. Super scale C, future in the making. Of course, salary scale, if you compare with the currency exchange, it looks very high. Of course, it's very high. When we started off last time in 1992-93, it was very low, right? Basic.
Yes. Around
1270.
Yes.
1270, I think. Yeah. So now it's higher and it's getting higher. Of course, it will go higher again because cost of living are going up. So that is the thing.
Nada Rajan is raise his hand.
Nada, Mr. Nada Rajan. Okay, you can ask a question to our buddy here. Mr. Nada?
Maybe he accidentally touched the button.
Mr. Nada, your microphone, I think.
Speaking, is it? No.
No. His microphone is off.
Yes.
Mute. Mr. Nada?
Hello.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Rajan.
Sorry, doctor. I'm having some technical
It's okay.
problem
Okay.
here.
Your mic is off.
Okay,
just now.
very
I
nice
know
to
you're from
hear
Sabah.
from.
The wind is blowing to the
Negeri di bawah Bayu. Okay, first of all, thank you very much, Dr. Ganeshan and
Yes.
Mr. Jagdev, my classmate. It's a very good info and sharing. Just want to find out whether what is the effort been done by our Ministry of Education to recognize our young teachers, those who are doing innovation and research. Is there any appraisal given or any recognition been given under what we call as a continuous professional development for
CPD.
teachers to further their studies? Is there any points for their appraisal, by end of the year, Mr. Jagdev?
Mr. Rajan,
Yeah.
I think you know the answer better than me. Right? Being in a teacher training college, I'm supposed to be asking you that question. Anyway, from the school level, Nada,
Yeah.
these teachers are the one I give top priority for their APC, Anugerah Perkhidmatan Cemerlang, the yearly appraisal.
Okay,
And I'm trying to push them. I'm trying to get my teachers to be to apply for excellent teachers post as well. It's a shortcut for them to jump to higher skills. But I realized they are a bit not ready yet. Right? Last year I did take some forms, call a few teachers who I think were doing a great job in the school, and we lose out when it comes to international exposure. They don't have any presentation. They got nothing when it comes to national or international, right? All state level. So when they see the form, they give up.
Okay, Mr. Jagdev.
I think this year I'll try to push them. Actually, Ministry of Education already prepared a shortcut for them, but then I think limited post, right, for excellent teachers.
Okay, sir.
Mr.
Very good,
Jagdev,
sir.
you are telling also, Mr. Nada, just now actually Jagdev mentioned that also when the principal want to evaluate the teacher, okay, one of his criteria is he was telling how many research you have done, published or so on. So it make easier for the for the principal to evaluate the teachers. So recognition wise, I think of course we in Malaysia we have fast track, right? One is time-based promotion, one is fast track. So fast track is the excellent teacher, Guru Cemerlang. So for that, for excellent teacher, they must have done a lot of things, innovation, research, and so on, journal, and so on. For time-based, although the criteria is not that, but we can use that criteria to make it easier for them to, when they apply, easier for the principal to evaluate. Okay, no need, like Jagdev was telling, no need to present 60 slides, 80 slides or what. I've done this simple journal, international level. Let's say they are published in Scopus. That is biggest achievement actually for a school teacher. All right. Okay. Nada, any other question? Nada, anything to share?
Thank you. Thank you very much. After
Anyway,
so long,
very
I'm
happy that we are
meeting
meeting
Mr.
in the
Jagdev.
Google Meet.
Yeah. All the best. All the best, Mr. Jagdev and
Hi.
Doctor.